All right, good morning, trade pros. Welcome to the morning market update for Monday, October the 1st of 2018. It is now the fourth quarter officially of 2018, and boy, did time fly by. We got a lot to, actually, today's going to be a bit of a shorter morning market update, but it'll be great nonetheless. And if my battery dies, I'm going to have to turn around and switch the cameras to show you another angle. All right, but we got a lot of opportunity. It's the start of the fourth quarter. The third quarter of 2018 officially wrapped up last Friday. And the markets are starting the fourth quarter with a little bit of a rally. And we'll talk about why. A lot's happened this weekend. First, let's take a little tour around the world. In Asia, Japan's up 0.5%. Hong Kong today is closed, so Asian markets weren't as volatile as usual. China's closed as well, and India's up 0.75%. So we get a holiday out of the two key markets out of Asia, and it's been a little bit slower. So this rally that's happened has been on lower volume, right? So it's going to be tested at the 9:30 open. In Europe at midday, London's up 0.1%, Paris is up 0.3%, and Frankfurt's up almost 0.8%. So really big rally across the board on European equities. So we're seeing some bullish pressure. And if you look at the United States futures there, Dow is up 0.7%, S&P is up 0.6%, Nasdaq's up 0.8%. So we're seeing a broad market rally. Hang on, we're going to squawk. Let me just turn down a bit so we can focus on our update. All right, so strong gains across Europe and across the United States. And out of Asia, we saw some sideways action, but still bullish. Crude oil here is up 0.3% this morning, sold off. However, since gold's down 0.5% to 1189, and Bitcoin holding around that mid 6,000 level that it's been for quite some time now in the consolidation. This morning, we don't really have a lot of economic news. In fact, we don't have any for the rest of the day. At 8:30, we had Chicago Fed National Activity Index, and it didn't really surprise or put any kind of upside or downside in the market. We had a neutral event. All right, so the big news over the weekend here that's impacting markets is that U.S. and Canada came to a deal on Sunday for Canada to be included in Nafta. And this is not a deal where they're in Nafta formally, but they have until, until August to really pen out all the details. So this was an imposed deadline by October 1st by Donald Trump and his administration. Said we have to do the new NAFTA by then. And in the last hour of the last day, they snuck through a deal. And Justin Trudeau showed up back at his office around 10 p.m., held a press conference. And what's going to happen here is the Canadian government is going to open up the dairy farming industry to the United States a little bit more. And one of the key contention points that the United States was trying to have removed, that Canada wanted to have set in place, is the fact that there's NAFTA courts allowing these members to dispute the tariffs. My phone just died. Look at that. And so we've come to an agreement. I don't need the phone for the update, for the rest of the update. So we've come to an agreement that Canada will participate in the NAFTA deal. That's really helped the dollar to rally. The Canadian dollar is up. The Mexican peso is up big time. And so now the new agreement is going to be called U.S.-Mexico-Canada Trade Agreement. That's the name of it. There's no more NAFTA, but they've renegotiated for a NAFTA-like agreement to be in place and remove the old name of it. So this NAFTA deal happened last in 1994. That's when it was formally signed. A lot of things have changed. So the new NAFTA deal is going to aim to also restructure how online business is done. And that's going to be interesting to see if there's any taxation or relief or breaks from the three countries in their trilateral agreement for online businesses and online sales. Because let's be honest, that's where the future is headed. That's where the present is now. In fact, I'm willing to bet out of your last 10 purchases, at least 6 or 7 were online. Actually, I'd love to put that out as a poll today. How many of your last 10 purchases were done online? If you guys could answer that in the comment section, it'd be really cool. Our members will get kind of a nice reality check of where we stand with online sales. All right, so that's NAFTA. That's what the market's excited about. It's not just the U.S. and Canada that's excited about reaching a deal. It's global markets, because you guys have to remember S&P 500 leads the way globally in markets that have rallied the most. All other markets, Europe included. Did you guys know the second place market for 2018 right now is Russia? It's the Russian stock market. So it was S&P 500, Russian market. European markets are down. Emerging markets are down for stocks, and mostly Asian markets are down, almost 20% on the China exchange, right? So we're seeing kind of the U.S. separate itself as the leading market, and money's flocking in there. And because now there's an agreement, there's less uncertainty, and all the nations are excited about that and putting more money into the market. That's why it attracts foreign investment. Okay, that's NAFTA. NAFTA is a good thing. Canadian dollars rallied. The agreement's happened. It's back to being a trilateral agreement, and I think there's a little bit of optimism around that heading into this morning's market. All right. The other thing we got to talk about is Elon Musk. On Thursday, or actually on Friday, I asked you the question, will Elon Musk get removed as CEO of Tesla? When the SEC has gone after, so there's a difference between an investigation and formally pressing charges. The SEC investigated and pressed charges against Elon Musk relatively quickly. And when they actually charge somebody, the SEC, they have a 94.7% win rate, which means that they don't charge people unless they have really good evidence. So that's the moment we kind of got whiff out of the fact that SEC is investigating. I told you guys there's going to be charges. What Elon Musk did is going to be punishable. In fact, the first day that he did it, the next morning, I told you there's going to be some repercussions for him and legally. So what's happened is Elon Musk now has to pay $20 million out of his own pocket. Tesla has to pay the other $20 million. It's a $40 million total fine. Another thing the SEC got out of Elon Musk is he has to step down as the chairman of Tesla. So here's how you play Tesla today. It's probably up pre-market. I haven't checked it. There's going to be a little bit of a relief rally here. And for the long term, the 13% drop that happened when these news came out that Elon Musk is getting charged, a lot of that will be made back up and probably throughout today's session. So watch Tesla today, no matter what you're trading. Watch Tesla and the technology sector. It's going to be super important in today's trading session. We don't have any other news, right? There's no big economic news numbers, and Tesla is going to be the most volatile, and technology stocks lead the markets. So you got to watch Tesla and tech stocks like Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google. We have an index we call the FANG. In fact, we have a great YouTube video that shows you how to create your own. So where were we at? Elon Musk gets removed from the chairman role. Why is that important? In corporate structure, the chairman has a vote on who the CEO is going to be. All right. So Elon Musk had the vote and persuasion to push the board to select the CEO. Now he's only the CEO. So he's no longer allowed to vote on behalf of the company for who the CEO should be. He's more, and that's for a 3-year period. All right. He's more now a hired employee of the company. He still has a lot of management ability, a lot of decision-making power, but losing the chairman role is very important. The chairman role is the most important executive board seat. And one of the board members are elected to be chairman, right? So it's not a separate rule. Sometimes chairman positions come out from outside the company and they're part-time opportunities. But Mark's downstairs waiting for the key. But anywho, Elon Musk has been stripped of that chairman role, and now he's just the CEO. Still has a lot of power. All right. I think the market's going to take this in a relief kind of way because he's still allowed to act on behalf of Tesla. Look, the guy tweeted, yeah, he made a mistake. He's going to pay for it. $20 million out of his pocket, $20 million out of Tesla, and he lost the chairman position in his own company. All right. So it's not like he didn't take a beating for it. He took a beating, and now I think it's time to move on. So this settlement is good news. I think the market will take it as good news. I think Tesla will go back up, and this in a couple months' time will all be forgotten. All right, so that's what I'm seeing here. Watch Tesla, watch NASDAQ. Markets are up to a strong start for the fourth quarter. However, remember this, markets that run overnight on low volume are tested on the open. That's exactly what happened tonight. We had a nice rally, insignificant volume, and the real money is going to pour in at 9:30 on the opening bell. That's the question. What will happen? Today I say buy dips until we start to see some retail traders get stuck. When you have some stuck long positions, it's time to start fading them. We could really open up the downside around 10:30 in the morning onward for the rest of the day. All right, guys, trade careful, manage your risk, trade the TRADEPRO. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for another one of our morning market updates. Appreciate you for being here. Have a great day. And this market's getting started on a resilient note to the fourth quarter. And I wish you the best of luck in the fourth quarter as well. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow, and goodbye. All right, trade pros, let's set up some levels here and some trade ideas. And I got some areas where we could get some really high probability trades today. And I'm not looking to do too many of them. Honestly, if I get 2 trades and I hit my profit target for the day, I'm going to be done. I don't care what time it happens. I'm just looking to close out some profit on a slower Monday. All right. And I know you guys are with me on that one. There's some opportunities in oil as well, so we'll queue up oil and equity markets. Let's get started. I'll draw some zones for you.